What is up? In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to build a Freestar Hammerhead Cruiser. If you're new to the channel, be sure to stick around to the end where I'll be showcasing the final version of the build. If you want to see more spaceship designs, consider subscribing to the channel because I got more on the way. Before starting the build, you'll need to pick up one Kontiki bridge, one ion beam reactor, one SAE 5660 engine, and four SA 4330 engines from the Stroud-Eklund Shipyard Technician. 2 HopeTech Hab cross braces from the Hopetown Ship Technician, 2 NG-15 landing gear from the New Homestead Ship Technician, and 2 Pinpoint 4G landing gear from the Teo Astroneering Ship Technician. Once you have those, the remainder of the ship can be built at your settlement landing pad. So with that said, let's get to it. Alright, so first up we're going to be placing the landing bay. Now this is going to be the 120 LD landing bay by Deimos. From there, I got my Pinpoint 4G landing gear. Now this is a specialized landing gear that's going to be only available at the Teo ship vendor on Neon. So we're just going to snap that right behind this landing bay. From here, I got the Aurora 13G grav drive. That's just going to get snapped right behind that. And then on both sides, I'm going to take these Caravel V102 cargo holds. Those are just going to snap right to the side of the grav drive. From here, I have a Teo 2x1. It's going to be the bottom piece. So just to kind of give you an idea where it kind of like rounds at the bottom. We're going to be using this piece, and then just make sure it's the one that has the snapping points on the side as well. But that's just going to get snapped right behind the grav drive. And then from here, I have this 100 DP Slim Docker. It's one of the Deimos Dockers. What you're going to want to do, you want to flip it to where it's facing downwards, and you're going to snap it to the first snapping point from this 2x1. And then from here, I have these Dagama 1010 shielded cargo holds. So we're just going to go 4 of them. There's going to be 2 on each side. We're just going to snap those to the snapping points of this 2x1. And then from here, I have another Pinpoint 4G landing gear. That's going to get snapped right here behind this 2x1. And then I have this Teo cowling piece. And then you can flip these. And once again, you're just going to want to flip it to where it's upside down just like that. So once all that's placed, we're ready to move on to the next level. We're going to start off by taking this Teo 2x1. Now this is going to be a mid piece. So it's going to be like, it doesn't have like the roundness how this other piece had. So we're just going to snap that right above this landing bay. And then from here, I got these Teo 1x1 mid pieces. I'm just going to take these and I'm going to snap these to the side of the first snapping point of this 2x1. Then from here, I got the HopeTech Bumper A pieces. Actually, let's see, select both of these. And these are just going to get snapped right in front of these 1x1 pieces. Then I have this HopeTech Nose B piece, and that's just going to get snapped right to the front of the 2x1. And then, let's see, I got these equipment plates, and these are just going to get snapped right to the top portion of these Teo 1x1 pieces. And then from here, I have the Nova Galactic landing gears. Now these are also specialized landing gears. You can find these in New Homestead. And there's a couple different variants. Actually, I think there's only 2 variants. So you got this first variant, and then if you switch through, you got this variant where it has like looks like engines or brakes or whatnot on the front of it. So you just want to switch it to these, and you're going to place these on both sides of the 1x1 pieces just like that. And then from here, I got the M50 Ulysses HE3 tanks. And those are just going to get snapped right behind the 1x1. So they're just going to snap to the second snap point of this 2x1. So they're just going to be just kind of like that, where it's kind of connected to the landing bay as well. So once those are placed, I'm then going to take, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to take this Teo 2x1 mid piece and a 3x1 mid piece. And these are just going to get snapped right behind this 2x1 piece. Then from here, I got the Deimos Wing E pieces. These are just going to get snapped to the next snapping point of this 2x1. And then behind those, I got the Deimos Wing D pieces. Those are going to get snapped to the next snapping point. And then I got my Deimos Wing C pieces. These are going to get snapped in the next snapping point. And then from here, I have the HopeTech Hab cross brace pieces. And these are specialized pieces that you can find in the HopeTech ship vendor in Hopetown. And those are just going to get snapped into the next available snapping point. And then the last part, I got the Deimos Wing E piece for these sides. We're just going to snap it into the last snapping point on this 3x1 piece. And then from here, I have the SAE 5660 engine. And there's actually, nope, never mind. Disregard. This is going to be a specialized engine piece that I believe is going to also be available in Hopetown. But you're just going to snap one of those right behind this 3x1. And then from here, we're going to be jumping up to the next level. And I'm just going to move this over just to make this a little bit easier here. I'm going to start by placing this this Kontiki B600 bridge. That's just going to go right to the first snapping point. And this is also going to be a specialized bridge. And this one's going to be available at the Stroud Eklund shipyard vendor. But yeah, so we're going to snap that right there. And then right behind that, I got a Deimos Hall A piece that's going to get snapped right behind our bridge. And I'm also going to take an equipment plate. I'm just going to snap it to the top portion of this Deimos Hall piece. From here, I got the Deimos cowling piece. And I'm just going to flip it to where it's facing, towards the back of the ship. I'm going to snap that there. And then have the Deimos Spine B piece. That's going to get snapped right behind the cowling piece. And then I'm going to take another cowling piece, and I'm going to flip it to where it's facing the front of the ship. That's going to snap just like that. And then I'm going to take an ion beam reactor, and I believe this is also going to be available at Hopetown. And I'll just snap that right behind the cowling piece. And then from here, I got more Caravel V102 cargo holds. Those are just going to get snapped right to the sides of this reactor piece. I'm also going to take this Warden shield generator and snap that to the top of the reactor. And then from here, got the Deimos Hall A piece. That's just going to get snapped right behind the reactor. I'm going to take another, select the wrong thing. I'm going to take another equipment plate, and I'm going to snap that right to the top of this Deimos Hall A piece. And then I got another Teo cowling piece. And this time, I'm just going to, once again, you have the option to flip it. So you just want to make sure you flip it and place it just like that. So now that all that's placed, we're ready to move on to the wings. And to kind of speed up this tutorial, I'm just going to explain how to do just one side of the wings, because the other side is going to be the exact same. So what you're going to end up doing is you have this Stroud Cap A piece. You're going to want to flip it to where it's just like that. You're then going to snap this Lander 11 landing gear piece, right behind that. And then from there, you got a Stroud cowling piece. Move this a little bit out of the way. Just like that. You have another Lander piece. And then you have the SA 4330 engines. And this is the one that I thought the other one was that we placed earlier. But yeah, this can be a different one. And this one has a couple different options that you can kind of filter through. But you want to get the engine that matches with your landing gear in your cowling piece. So you're just going to snap that right behind this landing gear, just like that. And then from here, I believe you place this Teo 2x1 mid piece here, if I'm not mistaken. And then once that's placed, you have these Deimos Wing E pieces. Those are just going to get snapped to the side of that. And then on top of that, I got the Stroud cowling, the 3LA PT piece, whatever that's abbreviated for. And that's just going to get snapped right above the 2x1, but there's going to be a slight overhang to the back portion of the wing, just like that. I'm then going to take these Hopetech Nose B pieces, and these are just going to get snapped to the front and back of this Teo 2x1. Let's see, and then going to take the Nova Thruster Array, and this is going to get snapped to the snapping point on this cowling piece. Then have another Stroud cap piece, and that's just going to get snapped right here, right to the front of this cowling piece. And then to the back of it, I got another SA 4330 engine, and I'm just going to, cycle through to where you get, this one, where it's kind of matching this top portion. You're just going to snap that right to the back of this cowling piece. And then, let's see, we're going to take this, and we're going to just snap this right here. So what you're going to want to do is this Hopetech hab piece, you're going to want to snap it to the back snapping point to this Teo 2x1, because what you're going to end up doing is you're going to take this Deimos Wing C piece and you're going to snap to the front snapping section, which should line up with this Deimos Wing C piece.
So once you have that snapped, you're just going to repeat the process, but like mirror it. And once that's done, you're going to snap that right here. And then the last things to do for the build is just to place your weapons. For this build, I ended up snapping these suppressor turrets to these equipment plates up front. I also put these cannon turrets up top here. So I got one facing forward, one facing backwards on these equipment plates. And then I have these rapid rail guns that I just kind of threw along the side. I got some attached to this Shroud Cap A piece on both sides. And then I got another one snapped to this Deimos Wing E piece. But once you got your weapons placed, that's going to complete the build.